All right, how you doing today? Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a complaint video here. Those are always nasty. Since the last two lives and the previous update video, it became very apparent that they are reading what I'm talking or watching what I'm talking about over at Fun Plus and responding quickly. So maybe we can get some acknowledgement of things they've screwed up in the past. We had a year ago, when you went to the Kingdom Hospital, it wasn't that bad. Guys, I logged into my account today. I got about 6 hours of that I can play today. But because my bubble wasn't there, one of their $40,000 customers that they claim exist, I don't believe you. I believe these hacks are still in place, and we seem to be rolling these monsters who all spend 40 grand event after event after event after event now. There is no way in hell that the randomness and the volume of players equals what we're seeing. No mathematical way whatsoever, period. I'm calling bullshit on how you're rolling now, because this is not what the fix was. After we got the fix based off the article that we wrote 6 months ago, KVKs were fair. They were tough. We would burn, my God, $40,000, $50,000 as a kingdom prepping for a KVK. We're not doing that now. Go check our math. Whoever's in charge of accounting, let them know how little's getting spent, because they keep doing this broken window economy. You're losing money trying to force money out of people's pocket instead of it being fair, a challenge, and a way to go. And this UAC, which is considered a no-loss event, I can sit here and do nothing. All right? I don't want to do nothing, but I'm logging in, and I can either wait 18 hours or spend 22,000 gold to get caught up. And then remember, it only took 2 hits for the guy to kill me. He knows it. How much gold am I supposed to throw out? So if I go play in his kingdom, I'm done in less than 3 minutes. Another 20 grand in gold? What's 20 grand in gold? Why, that's what, $50, $60 packages for you guys? So you were expecting me to spend about $100 every 7 to 8 minutes of gameplay today. And you want that other guy to spend it too. There's no way he's spending that much. So we're going to look at the reports. Look, guys, this came in normal to begin with. That was about equal. She lost, I lost a little bit more than her. Quite frankly, no, I'm not believing where the loss numbers. The loss ratios lately have been absolutely askew. She's got less war books than me. All right. Now, was she a 40? I'm willing to bet so. You know what? I can go down and check to see if she's got T12s. Yeah, she's got 12s. So we can believe that report. She's not overly powered. She looks like a coiner. I'll guarantee you she's spending $800-900 a month. All right. But she lost her March, so she didn't try again. Now we got this foul mouth POS. There you go, guys. Find this guy. Because if that's the mentality, there's no work environment ever that would pay him money. Period. He is 1,000 stats higher than me, and Lily is below me. And she's annoying him. How? He can murder a castle in minutes. And as we will prove, this is where you've turned your $500 to $800 a month customers into a commodity for somebody who really spent or hacked. One of the two. You're going to have to address this issue. You cannot turn around and sell me after you've sold to me. So when you got people that are quitting, leaving the game. I'll tell you, we'll go right back at this again. The number one video right next to your second anniversary was how to quit GOG. Well, that would be this. That's what this video should probably be titled, right? Why should you not spend $10,000 with this company next year? Why should you not spend it? Because they will turn around and not pay attention to what their developers did. When they introduce new things and it imbalances the game, this is common amongst all games. I'm not throwing this set of developers under the bus. I'm throwing the entire genre of says, well, that's the way we do it. You can't do it this way. It's destructive to your profitability. I promise you it is, because you're bleeding off players. At some point, the frustration becomes endless. And it's been a year, guys. A year. So then we get into, this guy's still pounding away. Why? I wasn't on. I didn't attack him. You know what he wanted to make sure? He wanted to make sure that I was zeroed. So he lost some marches. 1, 2, 3. Hell, he don't even have his guards equipped. He doesn't even know how to play the game. It's almost as if this was a bot. Did not even set up his guard. Is he using some outdated version of the game that still allows the hack to take place? Should I be looking for this hack and maybe publishing it in a video? How about if we don't figure out how to unscrew up this imbalance that has been created every time you throw out these power patches? That might be my next how-to video. The how to go out and find an old APK, log in, and use it to your advantage. You can keep turning around saying you're updating these things or forcing people to go up to certain data software, but I actually pay attention to that too. You can check my logins. I log in on old patches. One, so I can compare the difference between the patches. I mean, it's part of what I gotta do. But I know why other people are doing it, and I know where the floor is. The floor is like what, 3.1. Well, they just recently closed 4 or 5 holes according to Revenge Gamer, but that was like prior to this. It was prior to 4. I know what we can log into. It's fairly old, so all I got to do is go get an old patch, do content duplication, and I get free loot. That guy didn't set his guards, which means he's not on the latest patch. Out there zeroing accounts. Because he's spending so much money, but failed to download and update his game, didn't he? Guys, it's in the damn reports. It's called empirical evidence. And you want to get into the lawyerly issues of this. Well, you can't prove that. I don't have to prove it. I just know that there's not anything right about what's going on here. So that's what I'm reporting on here, is you're not looking at empirical evidence, and too many people in their freaking 20s and 30s want to play lawyer with the rules. Know the difference between legal, illegal, and right and wrong. And at some point, decide to do the right and wrong thing versus legal, illegal. Okay? It will make your company better. It'll make people want to stick around. You're about to start 2020, guys. This is not a good start. And I'm sitting here right now looking at this going, do I want to turn around and unlock my gold and waste 22,000 gold because somebody went and screwed around with this math? You're now requiring us to build infinite amounts of troops. And I would say 7 million troops should not take longer than 45 minutes to an hour and a half to replace them. If you're going to leave the other stats in place, then adjust this one number. This is insane, guys. This is an insane number. It's this bad for New World as well, just so you know. And it's this bad for Bloodsport, Blood Wars. I shouldn't have used the word. Freaking Google goes nuts when I use the word blood. But the reason it's this bad is I get zeroed down in there, and the heal button takes 2.5, 3 hours to hit the heal button in an hour-long event. Same thing with New World. I get one of these monsters that goes in New World, zeroes me out. I'm not spending 22,000 gold to waste an hour of my time for loot that I don't even care about. You really put, I mean, I want you to hear what I just said. I'm not wasting 22,000 gold for loot I don't care about. You're not even giving me an incentive to push this button. Let's go look. Oh, wrong place. Oh, thought I closed it. Yep, not one thing on there. We haven't kept up with the loot. Why isn't that 4 Sky Iron Scrolls? Also with a some Frostfighter Scrolls over here. Make it 100,000, 120,000. You had 100,000 layer on there at one point, and then it got patched out again. When you put the 100,000 layers on there, I think you put some gears on there. There was some 5-star gears. Man, I was ecstatic. There's a video out there where I was applauding you. But at this level, 13 ebony, I need 5,000. There's no way to farm it up or play events. So you've turned around and said anybody at this level needs to pay us a house payment every month. And you're not showing any respect for that house payment. To maintain this level of castle, we are at $800 a month. So where's the respect from this company to acknowledge that you're allowing cheaters in there saying, well, that'll force them to spend just a little bit more, and we got the stats to prove it. It won't force them to spend forever. It's just like pulling the lever on the slot machine. You bought more stuff to thinking you're going to get ahead, but then at some time you figure out, holy crap, I need to spend $30,000 to catch up to that guy. I'm not going to spend that. So you've pushed them completely out of your market by having to use overwhelming stats to do it. If it hasn't been the fact that it's been 2 months of maxed out accounts, and I know how much it costs to max out an account, there's guys out there that'll spend that kind of money. But for some reason, there's a guy in every alliance we're facing that's spending that kind of money. That's not realistic. That's not even realistic in our kingdom with thousands of players. I don't have one player in this kingdom who's doing what everybody else in some random kingdom seems to be doing. So apparently, my listeners shouldn't be listening to me. What do I know? I can't even get the 1,000 people I play with every day up to their 4,000 stats for free instantly. What am I supposed to do? Say, well, why aren't you writing $30,000 checks? I'm not going to write a $30,000 check. Guys, you need some prep and planning. You're not planning, you're responding. It is 100% reactive to whatever's being said. And this video is another one to think, this should have been planned for. It's like, well, hell, if we throw another 2,000 in stats out there, what are we going to do to the heal rate? Because we're going to start taking people out of the events. This event loot is for my lowers. At my level, my whole job here on this Saturday should be to come in here and protect people for 6-7 hours so that they can participate in your game. My $40 a week spenders. That's what my $800 a month account should be doing. But I can't even do that. You're telling me now that I can't protect my alliance, so to hell with the other 100 guys. I'm telling you, you are buying the whole box of nails you want to be putting in the coffin here. And for some reason, you're trying to show us how to use the hammer. So this is one of these hammer videos.